way our kids handled the week and the different practice schedule. They did a nice job. We headed to South Dakota State on Wednesday and faced the Jackrabbits. And I thought offensively it was probably one of our better matches of the season. As I've gotten up here and talked, that's one area that we wanted to continue to improve on throughout the season. And we were able to hit 457 as a team. And I've talked about how if we can hit over 300, we feel like we'll be competitive in most matches. So we obviously did that. Krista DeGeese had an amazing match for us. She's a freshman middle for us that just continues to get better and better each time she steps on the court. But she not only led us in kills with 11, but she hit 714 on the night, which is an amazing stat. So very proud of her and her efforts. As a team, we had 8 hitting errors only, which I think has got to be probably the lowest we've had on the year. So very proud of our offensive effort. We continued on Saturday night to do kind of the same thing. I felt our offense was clicking pretty well. We hit 393, so 2 matches in a row where we were well over the goal that we want offensively. We had 3 kids actually that hit over 600, Beth Disher, and then our 2 middles, Krista DeGeest again and Michelle Burrow. So very balanced and also at a high hitting percentage. The one thing I would say though is I felt our defense, even though we performed pretty well as a whole, our defense was not quite where it has been the last few weeks, and that's one area that I've talked about that has been our strength for us, and I felt we were a little bit maybe a step behind this week on our defense, so that's something we're definitely going to address today in practice. We can't afford to be improving on the offensive side and letting our defense go down at all, so that's one area we're going to really focus on this week. We head into this week, and we're obviously excited to be able to be home again 2 weeks in a row, which is not something we've had all year. But it's hard to believe we only have 2 more home weekends and only 3 more weekends of regular season conference. And the race just continues to get crazier. When you look at the placements, the 4th through 8th place teams, there's only a difference of 2 games in that race, and it's not just a race for placement, but it's a race for actually getting into that conference tournament. And the team we have on Friday night, Illinois State, is one of those teams that are in that race. A month ago, when we played them at their place, it was a pretty tough match for us. We won in 4, but all games were close. And the one thing that sticks out is their top hitter, Mallory Legend, on the outside, who's 3rd, I think, in the conference in kills per game, was off. She was coming off of an ankle injury and really wasn't herself that night, so they were kind of without her, in my opinion. So we know we have to be ready for that match on Friday night. They are very much pin-oriented, so that's going to be a focus for us this week for our defense. So expecting to battle on Friday night, turn around and place Indiana State on Saturday, who also played us a good match at their place. They're a team that's right now does not have a chance at the conference tournament. And to be honest, those kinds of teams make me a little bit nervous. They have been competitive all year, but just haven't gotten it done in the win column. So a team that makes me a little bit nervous because they're trying to find something to kind of salvage their season. So two tough matches this weekend. We're looking forward to that. We're excited to have kind of a normal week of practice where we get to get in the gym a little bit and maybe get a little bit of rest as well. But just very proud of our kids' effort up to this point in the season. And this, to me, is the kind of time of year where it can get a little bit of a drag because it's the long regular season conference, and we really have to fight to get better each day. And I think our captains, Ellie and Shannon, have really done a nice job of making sure that our kids get in the gym every single day and make sure we're getting better. So very proud of our kids right now, and we're looking forward to the weekend at home.